Hi, back again talking about the tab for the Workers' Compensation Act. Okay, so here's our copy of the Workers' Compensation Act. It's a brand new copy. As you can see, and we look at the table of contents here, the act is broken down into parts and divisions, and then we have our sections underneath here, okay? In particular for us, we are talking about, for the first part of the course anyways, let's just focus on Part 2, Division 4. Part 2, Division 4 addresses the general duties of employers, workers, and others. So in the first few days here, we're going to be talking a lot about the responsibilities of these people. Well, what I've done here, as you can see, is that I've tabbed Part 2, Division 4. I've just put Division 4 in here, and Division 5 because I know that they're Part 2. And I can flip open to my act, to these pages, and I can find the general duties of the employers, the general duties of the workers, and as I move through here, all the other duties and the responsibilities of other people are listed. The other division that we might want to be aware of also regarding joint committees and worker representatives. So I've also tapped Part 5. Again, we might come across some more information that will be helpful to use in the future. And another example of that is here's offenses. So we might not dive deeply into offenses, but it might be really important for us to understand what the defense of due diligence is. And as you can see here, I've tabbed the defense of due diligence. And I also know that there's some more information below there on the additional defense for workers. So I've put a little note here, see below. And one of the reasons I point this out is that it's important to remember that these books are going to be our working books for this next 2 weeks, and if you happen to take them into the field with you, then these might be some books that you use for a while. Don't be afraid to mark these up. Make notes in them, highlight them, tab them as much as you want to do. These are your books, and do what's best for you. I know that when I went through this course, I had a ton of tabs. I am a very visual person. I had tabs everywhere throughout these books. I had tabbed everything. And when I sometimes went and I look at my books, it was really a challenge sometimes to kind of sort through all of these tabs. So I'd be sitting here and I'd be scanning, I'd look at all these tabs, and I'd eventually find what it was that I was looking for. One of the things that I'm just going to suggest to you is as you develop this tabbing system that you become really efficient at it, and really try and understand how many tabs you're going to need. Perhaps you can use your notes to work with finding that information as well. But please stick with the tabbing. The tabbing is important, and we'll talk a little bit more about note taking as we move forward. I have a video that I found online that provides a different series of types of note-taking systems, and I'll show you that in a little bit.